The diplomatic chamber aboard Velkaris station pulsed with a strange, low vibration that seemed to crawl along Adam's jawbone and settle behind his teeth. He had been standing in this crystalline hole for 3 long hours, watching delegation after delegation file past to present their extravagant gifts to the Gentari Matriarch. Each offering made the last look modest. Quantum processors that bent space-time. Living machines that could rebuild dying ecosystems. Weapons capable of turning moons into dust. And then there was Adam, clutching a small wooden box, like it was the only solid thing left in the universe. Cora, his Gentari translator, noticed the way his fingers tightened around it. Her iridescent scales shifted from deep purple to a worried blue. When she spoke, her voice was a gentle melody woven through the tensions of the chamber. "Human Adam," she whispered, "you still have time to reconsider. The matriarch has rejected 17 delegations today. Their gifts were worth more than your entire planet produces in a year." Adam gave a thin, shaky smile. "Yeah. Well, the more I think about it, the more I realize Earth might have sent the wrong guy." Cora's 4 eyes blinked in sequence, a Gentari gesture that signaled growing anxiety. During the 6 days they'd spent together, she had been patient, endlessly kind, and sometimes quietly amused by his human questions and oft-timed humor. Despite her training, she had grown fond of him, more than her superiors liked. "You will be called soon," she said softly. I hope the matriarch sees what I see." "And what's that?" "Someone genuine." The harmonic chime that followed seemed to slice through the chamber air. The matriarch's voice, translated through the neural implants woven into every corner of the room, echoed like deep choral thunder. "The human delegation may approach." Adam's legs felt like liquid hydrogen as he walked forward. The floor beneath him shimmered like carved starlight. At the far end, the Gentari Matriarch sat upon a throne woven from living crystal. Her presence so powerful that Adam felt it like gravity. Her silver scales bore the marks of centuries of battle and leadership. 17 star systems knelt beneath her authority. Cora remained 3 paces behind him, following protocol. But he felt the tension radiating from her. Adam bowed slightly. "Matriarch," he began, trying to keep his voice steady. "On behalf of Earth and humanity, I bring greetings and a humble gift." 6 eyes fixed on the wooden box in his hands. Several council members hissed, a sound that Adam had learned was dismissive, almost mocking. "A container," the matriarch observed. Her voice rolled like silk wrapped around thunder. "What technological marvel lies within it? What weapon? What bribe?" Adam swallowed hard. "None of those things, matriarch." He opened the box. Inside, nestled in soft cloth, was a small plant. Green leaves, white blossoms. The soft scent of jasmine drifted into the cold, metallic air. Silence spread across the chamber like a living thing. It was so complete that Adam could hear his own breathing. "This is Jasmine," he said softly. "A simple flower from Earth. It doesn't manipulate space-time. It can't reshape planets. It just grows and smells nice." He lifted it gently, soil and roots still intact. "My grandmother gave me a cutting before I left. She told me that no matter how far we travel, Life itself is the greatest technology we'll ever have. One of the Gentari council members barked a cruel laugh. The human mocks us with a weed. But the matriarch didn't move. Her scales shifted into a pale, glowing silver Adam had never seen before. Cora gasped behind him, recognizing the color before he did. Matriarch, Adam asked carefully. The great ruler stepped down from her throne with slow reverence. She approached Adam, her enormous frame trembling. Her hands, edged with claws capable of cutting armor, hovered near the plant. "May I?" she whispered. The vulnerability in her voice hit Adam like a shock. "Of course." The matriarch cradled the Jasmine with the gentleness of someone holding something impossibly fragile. Her scales cycled through shimmering shades of emotion. And then a single tear thick and silver slipped down her cheek. "Matriarch, what troubles you?" Cora asked, breaking protocol without hesitation. "When our empire was young," the matriarch said in a voice barely above a breath, "we had gardens. We grew flowers. We nurtured beauty simply because it was beautiful." Her gaze drifted toward a distant memory. Then came the wars, expansion, endless conflict. We conquered worlds, forged weapons, built an empire unmatched in power. And somewhere along the way, we forgot what flowers smelled like. The chamber seemed to hold its breath. "We have not grown a single plant for beauty in 3 centuries, she whispered. "Our worlds are metal and crystal and command. We have everything, everything but." This, Adam felt his throat tighten. "Then it's yours," he said gently. "Jasmine grows easily. All it needs is water, sunlight, and time." The matriarch looked at him for a long moment before turning to her council. "I accept Earth into the Galactic Coalition," she declared. "Not as subordinates, but as equals. Not for their weapons or resources, but for what they have reminded us we lost." She looked at Adam again, her scales warming into gold. "Your species is young, human Adam. You have barely left your cradle, but you carry something we need. A memory of why civilizations are worth building at all." Cora stepped forward, tears glistening as they ran down her cheeks. "You did it," she whispered. "You offered her something no one else would think to give. A reason to remember who we were." The matriarch heard and nodded. "Translator Cora, you will accompany this human back to Earth. Learn from them. Bring seeds. Bring saplings. Bring the knowledge of how to grow things that exist for nothing but joy." She lifted the Jasmine, holding it like a relic of a forgotten age. "And human, tell your grandmother her gift has changed the fate of 17 star systems. Tell her that a simple flower reminded an old warrior that she was once a child who loved gardens." As Adam and Cora walked out of the chamber, he heard the matriarch speaking softly to the Jasmine in her hands. Later, Cora translated the words for him. "Welcome home, little one. We will build you a garden worthy of what you represent. The hope that we may become gentle again, and for the first time since he'd arrived in space." Adam felt a quiet certainty. Sometimes the smallest things change their largest worlds.